Assalomu alaykum. Assalomu alaykum. Hammangizni bugungi assalomu alaykum uchrashuvimizda ko'rib turganimizdan xursandmiz. Demak, bugungi uchrashuvimiz butun dunyoda Erasmus kunlari nishonlanayotganligi sababli 15, 16, 17 oktyabr kunlari butun dunyoda Erasmus kunlari nishonlanmoqda va biz shu kunlarga bag'ishlab biz ham O'zbekistonda Erasmus plus haftaligini o'tkazishni rejalashtirdik. Mana bugun so'nggi tadbirimiz hisoblanadi va yoshlar uchun juda ham muhim bo'lgan dasturlarning bittasi bo'lib hisoblanadigan bo'lsa, bugungi kunda ta'lim olayotgan talabalarimiz tomonidan o'zlarini tavsiyalarini berishadi. Qanday qilib ushbu dastur bo'yicha ma'lumotlarni qayerdan topish mumkin, dasturlarni qanday tanlash lozim, hujjatlarni qanday qilib tayyorlash bo'yicha ma'lumotlar berishadi. Shuning uchun bu juda ham qimmatli bo'lgan ma'lumotlarni taqdim etishadi. Demakki, hozir men so'zni Erasmus plus milliy ofisini eksperti Qudratxon Bahadirovga bermoqchiman. Ular Erasmus plus imkoniyatlari haqidagi ma'lumotlarni qisqacha sizlarga taqdim etadilar. Marhamat, Qudratxon. Hozir ular chiqdilar shekilli. Hozir qaytadilar. Demak, men qisqacha aytib turmoqchiman. Ungacha Erasmus qanday imkoniyatlarni beradi? Bu yerda asosan bizda hozir talabalar ishtirok etmoqda. Shuning uchun juda qisqa aytmoqchiman. Erasmus Mundus dasturi bu stipendiya dasturi. Demak, 2 yil davomida siz Yevropa ittifoqidagi universitetlarda ta'lim olish imkoniyatini beradi. Siz ushbu dasturga bitta tanlovni o'zida nima deydi? 3 ta dasturga hujjatlarni topshirishingiz mumkin bo'ladi. Bu juda qulay imkoniyat. Demak, qaysidir bitta dasturdan siz hujjatlaringiz o'tmasa, ikkinchi yoki uchinchi dastur bo'yicha hujjatlaringiz qabul qilinib, o'qishga qabul qilinishingiz mumkin. Demak, 2 yil davomida eng kamida 2 ta yoki maksimum 4 ta turli xil davlatlardagi universitetlarda o'qishinglarni davom ettirishinglar kerak bo'ladi. Bu dasturning shartlaridan biri hisoblanadi. Demak, Qudratxon, qaytib keldingizmi? Yo'q. Demak, undan tashqari agar iloji bo'lsa, chatga yozib yuborsanglar, sizlarda bu yerda oramizda doktorantura haqidagi ma'lumotlar agar qiziqtiradigan bo'lsam, doktorantura haqida aytib turaman. Chunki Joint Master bo'yicha bizda hozir Otabek Akromov va Yodgor Abdullayeva ma'lumotlarni berishadi. Ikkalasi ham ayni paytda shu Erasmus Mundusda ta'lim olayotgan talabalar 2-kursda hozir o'qishlarini davom ettirishmoqda. Demak, so'zni bo'lmasam birinchi navbatni Otabek Akromovga beramiz. Marhamat, Otabek.
Hammaga assalomu alaykum. Yaxshi eshitilyaptimi?
Yaxshi.
Yaxshi.
Ismim Otabek Akromov. Hozirgi paytda demak, men International Master in Security, Intelligence and Strategic Studies degan demak qo'shma magistraturada tahsil olyapman. 2-kursdaman. Shu pandemiya bo'lgani uchun menga demak ham grantimni saqlab qolishga, bu degani o'sha oylik har oy 1000 euro berishadi, shuni berishga rozi bo'lishdi, ham uydan turib onlayn o'sha darslarda qatnashishga ruxsat berishdi. lekin asosan o'zi qoidasi bo'yicha virtual mobility deydi. O'sha online mobilityga ruxsat berilmaydi. Ruxsat berilsa ham grant berilmaydigan qonun qoidasi bor, lekin bu yil ular sal o'sha gibkroq, flexible bo'lishga qaror qilib, demak menga shunaqa onlayn dars olishga imkon berishdi. Mana hozir sekund ekranimni ko'rsataman hozir. Hamma ko'ryaptimi?
Ha, ko'ryapti.
Ko'rinyapti.
Demak, ko'rib turibsizlar. Men ishimni CV dan boshlay qolay. CV bilan demak statement of purpose ikkita eng asosiy hujjatlardan biri hisoblanadi. Mana shu ikkita hujjat bir-birini to'ldirib turish kerak. Uni maqsadi. Misol uchun bu yerda yozgan ma'lumotlaringizni siz statement of purpose da joy olib yozib o'tirishingiz shart emas. Chunki statement of purpose da misol uchun har bitta programmani o'zgacha talabi bo'ladi, lekin men o'qiyotgan programma 600 ta so'z talab qilgan. 600 tadan oshish kerak emas bu degani. Bu juda ham qisqa bir betli insho bo'ladi. Shuning uchun harakat qilish kerakki, joyi iloji boricha tejash. Shuning uchun umuman olganda CV demak ikki varroqdan iborat bo'ladi. Hozir men sizga Erasmusga topshirgan CV'ni ko'rsatmayapman, topolmadim to'g'risini aytsam, lekin umuman olganda strategiyasi bir xil. Hozirgi mana shu ko'rsatib turgan CV bilan Erasmus deyarli bir xil strukturasi. Faqat bu yerda Yevropasda berilmagan. Ular sizlarga Erasmus programmasi sizlardan Yevropass tizimida talab qiladi. CVni to'ldirishinglarni u Yevropass qilib Google'ga yozsanglar, demak o'sha sayt chiqadi. Saytga registratsiya bo'lib, obuna bo'lib, o'zingizlarni o'sha rezyume yoki CVlarni onlayn tarzda ma'lumotlarni kiritib to'ldirsanglar bo'ladi. Mana ko'rib turibsizlar, birinchi navbatda endi educational program bo'lgani uchun yoki ishga ham topshirayotgan bo'lsanglar, umuman olganda baribir educationdan boshlanadi strukturasi. Birinchi navbatda education, ya'ni u paytda menda endi ma'lumotlar bo'lmagan. Bu hozirgi ma'lumotlarim, o'qiyotgan programmam. Demak, o'zi mana bakalavr diplomidan boshlaganman. Bakalavr yilini yozasizlar, asosiy o'sha fanlar nima, mutaxassisligi nima yozasizlar и ballinglarni. Bu endi tranzitsionniy qo'yiladigan narsa, ballinglarni kerak bo'lsa ular sizlarning transkriptlardan ko'rib olishadi. Lekin o'zi umuman olganda birinchi ochiladigan hujjat sizlarning CV'lar bo'ladi. O'sha hamma hujjatlarni to'plagandan keyin ular birinchi navbatda CV dan boshlashadi. CVni ko'rib, strukturasini ko'rib, talablarga javob beradigan bo'lsa, keyin davom ettirishadi. Keyingisi menda misol uchun bir xilda bo'lishi mumkin emas, bir xilda additional education bo'lishi mumkin. Menda o'sha bo'lgani uchun qo'shganman. O'sha Nagoya universitetida mana 1 yil muddatida exchange program bo'lgani uchun yozib o'tganman. Keyin mana yana qo'shimcha o'sha ta'lim olgan bo'lsanglar bu universitetda yoki yozgi maktablarda qatnashgan bo'lsanglar, qo'shib o'tsanglar bo'ladi. Bir xilla mana keyin men publications qo'yganman. Bu yerda qaranglar. Sizlarning maqsadingizga bog'liq. Magistraturada mana statement of purpose da kelajakda kim bo'lmoqchiligingizni belgilaysiz-ku. Mana o'sha yerda misol uchun siz magistrni bitirib keyin doktorantura qilaman, ilmiy ish qilaman, dars beraman desanglar, demak maqsadga muvofiq bo'lardi agar sizlar yozgan maqolalarni o'sha publications ro'yxatini CV ga qo'yganinglar. Maqsadga muvofiq bo'lardi. Chunki bu nimadan dalolat beradi? Siz demak asosiy fokusingizni o'qish mobaynida, o'sha bakalavr mobaynida siz aynan maqolalar yozishga qiziqqansiz va bu ilmiy ishga turtki bo'lish aniq. Chunki siz ilmiy ish bilan qiziqishingizdan dalolat beradi. Ko'rib turibsiz, endi har bitta maqoladan o'tib o'tish shart emas. Struktura примерно ko'rib olsanglar, men state purpose PhD qilaman deb maqsad qilganman. Shuning uchun publications qo'yganman. Keyingi seksiyam work experience. Endi qaranglar. Bu yerda nimaga e'tibor berish kerak? Agar siz misol uchun magistr bitirib keyinchalik bu joyda ishlayman desangiz, siz misol uchun education seksiyadan keyin work experience qo'yishingiz mumkin. Endi qarang, menda work experience qanaqa qilib qo'yganman? Mani programmam shu yuqorida aytib o'tganimdek security and strategic studies. Hamma qilgan work experience mana 1 2 3 4 ta qo'yibman bu yerda. Hammasi o'sha qilmoqchi bo'lgan, o'qimoqchi bo'lgan programmamga mos work experience. Bu degani, mana orada aytib o'taman, birinchi, ikkinchi kursda men turizmni ham internship o'tganman. Lekin ko'rib turibsiz, bu yerda turizm to'g'risida gap ketmayapti. Turizmni qo'ymaganman, chunki u turizmda o'tgan amaliyotim, unda olgan tajribam o'qimoqchi bo'lgan programmamga umuman mos emas. Demak, logikaga tayangan holda faqatgina o'sha programmalarga mos relevant degan keyword bor. Har doim o'sha topshirayotgan programmalar shunga e'tibor berishadi. Relevant experience, relevant research degan narsalar bor. O'shalarni qo'yishingiz kerak. Demak, programmamga mos mana qarang. Birinchi oxirgi qilgan internshipim o'sha prezident apparati qoshidagi strategik va regional studies, ingliz tilida hammalar bilasizlar, institutida o'tganman. Nomini ko'rib turibsizlar, mana strategic studies. Mani magistrimning nomi ham именно security and strategic studies ga qaratilgan. Endi qarang, qilgan ishlarim, bu yerda work experience yoki boshqa narsa qo'yayotganinglarda CVda albattagina mana bitta mashti internship olganman, qilganman deb o'tib ketsanglar, bu это ни о чем не говорит. Nimaga? Chunki internship o'tibsan, xo'p, nimaga erishding, nimalar qilding degan savol qiladi. Ular aynan o'sha narsaga qiziqadi. Har doim shu mana bunaqa bullet points bilan aytib o'tasizlar. Misol uchun, men o'sha analitik zapiska, briefinglar tayyorlaganman. Mana bunaqa mavzular bo'yicha va mana o'sha SNG regioni bo'yicha tayyorlaganman davomman. Bizda sohamizda intelligence degan yo'nalish ham bor. Aynan mana analitik reportlar, briefinglar intelligence uchun juda muhim. Ular o'ziga bitta tik qo'yadi, ha, bu mana shunaqa qobiliyati bor ekan va o'qish mobaynida unga yordam beradi degan narsa shakllanadi ularning miyasida. Misol uchun Kunuzda internship o'tganman. Bu ham qaysidir ma'noda mana ilmiy ishga men Kunuzda yozishingiz kerak, ilmiy ishingizga yordam beradi. Shunaqa tajribangiz bo'lgani. Misol uchun xalqaro munosabatlar bo'yicha sentrda amaliyot o'tganman. Misol uchun qilgan amaliyotim davomida demak yozgan maqolalarim, qilgan ishlarim ko'ryapsizki, ekstremizm va religious terrorizmga bog'liq bo'lgan aytib o'tganman. Statement of purpose'imni ham ko'rasiz. Qo'ygan maqsadim shunga muvofiq, shunga mos va ular ikkita hujjatni olib bir-biri bilan solishtiradi. Maqsadlarni qanaqa qo'ydi va nimalarga erishmoqchi degan narsa. Va hokazo, hammasini aytmayman, o'zi bitta qoldi. Prinsipi hamma qo'yayotgan amaliyot o'tganmisiz, yozgan ishlaringizmi farqi yo'q. Demak, o'qimoqchi bo'lgan programmangizga mos bo'lish kerak. Keyingisi, endi bu yerda scholarships, fellowships and awards degan seksiya qo'yganman. Strukturachi umuman CV to'ldirayotganda strict mana bitta sample bor, shunga qarab qilishingiz kerak degan narsa yo'q. Bu sizlarni o'qimoqchi bo'lgan programmalarga tailor qilasizlar, mos qilib o'shanga chaqlab borasizlar. Endi bu scholarship, fellowships, awards nimadan dalolat beradi? Bu demak, bu bolaning potensiali bor ekan. Shunaqa grantlar yutgan ekan va grant yutdi degani bu demak qanaqadir ham он чего-то стоит, наверное, что он выиграл эти гранты degan narsa bo'ladi. Ular shunaqa narsa shakllanadi ularning miyasida. Demak, yutgan grantlarim o'sha misol uchun borib kelgan konferensiyalarim yoki qatnashgan yozgi maktabimmi, o'sha almashuv programmasimi, hammasida misol uchun grant yutganman, full funding qilib ko'rsatganman, ko'rib turibsizlar ekranda. Misol uchun yana nima ko'rsatganman bu yerda? Konferensiyalarim, misol uchun Best Delegation, Best Speaker Award'lar, mana Model UN degan konferensiya bor. U diplomatiya, xalqaro munosabatlarga oid bo'lgani uchun men bularni kiritib o'tganman. Misol uchun sizlar bitta narsani aytib o'tish kerak bo'ldi. Taekvondodanmi yoki karatedanmi siz balki birinchi o'rinlarni olib kelgandirsiz, lekin siz siyosatshunoslikgami yoki fizika fanlari bo'yicha magistratura qilmoqchi bo'lsangiz, taekvondoni qo'ysangiz, u sizga 1 gram foyda bermaydi. Chunki topshirayotgan programmangizga mos emas. Shuning uchun eng birinchi kriteriya bu har bitta qilgan ishingizni именно topshirayotgan programmangizga chaqlashingiz kerak. Misol uchun additional informationda endi languages hamma kiritadi, O'zbek, Russian, English. Mana bu yerda bitta hozir ko'rsatmayapti. Og'zaki aytib o'tib ketaman. Additional informationda men yana qiziqishlarimni ham yozganman. O'zi ko'pincha hobbies and interest aytib o'tiladi. Hobbiga men playing chess deganman. Qarang, men topshirayotgan programmam strategические исследования, strategik tadqiqotlar va shaxmatda o'ynash uchun sizda strategik mantiq bo'lish kerak. Strateg bo'lishingiz kerak. Shaxmat yetib o'tganman. Chunki bu yana bir marta aytaman, o'sha programmamga mos. Ikkinchisi, futbol deganman. Mana futbol, taekvondo bo'lmaydi, nima futbol bo'ladi deb so'rashingiz mumkin. Futbolda ham aytganman, men playmaker pozitsiyasida o'ynayman deb aytganman. Playmaker bilasizlar, o'sha o'rtada o'ynashadi, buni Xavi, Iniesta, Modric, bular key players hisoblanadi, strategic players hisoblanadi, chunki ular o'yinni tashkillashtirib berishadi. Ular to'g'ri o'sha hujumchiga ko'p to'g'ri oshirib berish kerak, gol bo'lish uchun. Mana shunaqa logika. Keyin voleybol deganman, setter deganman. Setter pozitsiyasida o'ynashni yaxshi ko'raman deganman. Setter aynan setkani tagida o'ynaydigan igroklar setter hisoblanadi. Ko'p to'g'ri hujumchiga ko'tarib berish kerak va hujumchi gol urish kerak bo'ladi. Mantiqi shunda. O'zidan osmondan olib qo'yganim yo'q, hammasini рассчитал, как говорится. Demak, mos bo'lgani uchun yoki mos bo'lmasa ham shuni topshirayotgan programmaga moslashtirganim uchun muvaffaqiyatli bo'ldi deb o'ylayman. Keyingi masala CV bo'yicha savollar bormi?
Yo'q.
Savollar yo'q-a?
Yo'q.
Demak, men o'sha statement of purpose ga sekin o'taman. Demak, hozirgi aytiladigan narsalar umuman olganda o'zimni tajribamdan kelib chiqib aytaman. Men o'sha admission committee'da 3 ta odam o'tirgan deb taxmin qilaman. 3 ta odam o'sha bizning programmada 3 ta konsorsium universitetda bo'lsa, 3 ta direktor o'tirib saralagan grantga o'sha tavsiya qilish bo'yicha. Meni bu endi bu taxminim. 3 ta direktor deganim nimaga bunga urg'u beryapman? Misol uchun veb-saytga kirsanglar, programmalarning veb-saytiga, u yoqda o'sha programma bo'yicha direktorlarning ma'lumotlari bo'ladi, domlalarning ma'lumoti bo'ladi. Shunga tayangan holda statement of purpose tuzish kerak, tasavvur qilgan holda. Misol uchun, birinchi tasavvuringiz nima bo'lishi kerak? U yoqda qo'pol qilib aytganda 1000 ta hujjat turadi stolida. 1000 ta essay. U odam anaqa lishniy faktor bor-ku, misol uchun charchagan bo'lishi mumkin, настроенияsi balki xotini bilan urushib kelgandir yoki eri bilan urushib kelgandir, shunaqa faktorlar bor, baribir o'ynaydi. O'shaning uchun iloji boricha nima talab qilingan bo'lsa, mana give them what they asked deyapman. Birinchi talabi nima talab qilinyapti, shuni beringlar. Birinchi faktor. Mana men bu yerda bir nechta talablarni sanab o'tganman. Bu talablarni qayerdan oldim? Birinchi navbatda shu topshirayotgan programmalarning veb-sayti sizlarga kalit. Ikkinchisi Erasmus bo'yicha statement of purpose scholarship application form degan narsa bor. U o'tgan hafta seshanba kuni aytib o'tganman, how to apply degan webinarimizda. Shunaqa application formda talablari turadi. Ya'ni asosan 3 ta talab berilyapti. Main motivation for applying to this program. How will your educational background and work experience inform your engagement with this program? Bu degani qanaqa sizni tajribalaringiz, o'qigan programmangiz, qilgan ishlaringiz, amaliyotingiz va hokazo mana shu programmaga topshirish, mana shu programmaga mos deb so'rayapti. Mana CV-da ham urg'u berdim, mos bo'lish kerak. Labay?
Uzr so'rayman, demonstratsiya qaytadan ko'rib olmasangiz, menimcha mendan yoki hammadan faqat masshtab degan nima ko'rinyapti-da.
Hammada shunaqa.
To'g'ri. Hammada shunaqa.
Ekran ko'rinmayapti demak.
To'g'ri. Ekran ko'rinmayapti, qo'lning razmerida.
Tepada zaголовокlar ko'rinyapti.
Faqat ozgina joyi ko'rinyapti.
Hos. Endichi?
Bo'ladi.
Endi ko'rsatdi.
Ko'rsatdim?
Ko'rinyapti.
Demak, o'sha 3 ta talab aytib o'tgandek, bir bilan ikkini o'qidim. Uchinchisi mana, ikkinchisi shu topshirayotgan programmalarga qilgan amaliyotlaringiz, demak, qilgan tadqiqot ishlaringiz qanday qilib mosligini ko'rsatib berishingiz kerak deyapti. Bu faqat mana statement of purpose ga talab beryapti, lekin siz statement of purpose bilan motivation letter yoki va CV-ni complementary qilishingiz mumkin. Yuqorida bir-birini to'ldirib turish maqsadida. Hozir o'z essayni ko'rganingizda shunga amin bo'lasizlar. Uchinchi talab, how will this program support your future career development? Bu degani mana magistr bitirganinglardan keyin magistr o'zi bir maqsadni ko'zlab qilinadi. Просто tak maza qilib chetni ko'rib keling, kayf qilib keling degan tushunchalar yo'q ularning miyasida. Balki sizlar maqsadingiz shudir, lekin shunaqa bo'lsa ham sizlar statement of purpose buni ko'rsatishingiz kerak emas. Career development dedi bo'ldi. Demak, tips beryapti o'zi, nimalarga e'tibor berish kerak to'ldirayotganingizda yoki yozayotganingizda statementda. Give strong reasons why you want to study this program. Nima kerak bu sizlarga programma? Mention relevant study projects, dissertations, bla bla bla. Nima qilgan bo'lsanglar, mosmi aytib o'tishingiz kerak yoki CV ga refer qilishingiz kerak. CV-ni ko'rsang, mana shunaqa ishlar qilganman. Key skills, research, critical thinking, communication, bu nimaga kerak? Shu o'qish mobaynida har xil fanlar o'tasizlar. Bu fanlarni misol uchun universitet prestijniy bo'lgani uchun mana Glasgow ranking bo'yicha, QS ranking bo'yicha 65 taga. Demak, ularning talablari ham kuchli bo'ladi. Va qolgan programmalar ham misol uchun Chexiyaning universiteti ham Chexiyada birinchi number 1 university hisoblanadi va talablari bo'ladi va talablari kuchli bo'ladi. Shuni eplay olasizmi degan ma'noda so'rayapti. Mana bunaqa skillslarni. Keyin boshqa misollar berishingiz mumkin. Aytilyapti bu yerda member of a society yoki paper yozgansizlar va hokazo. Bu degani shu extra curriculum activities deydi, shu darsdan tashqari nima qilgansizlar. Highlight your career aspirations. Bu yerda bitta narsani aytishim kerak yana. Nimaga bu narsa so'raladi? Career aspirations. Har bitta universitet o'zini prestiji они заботятся о своем престиже. Prestiji juda ham muhim. Saralayotgan talaba kuchlimi? U o'qishimizni muvaffaqiyatli bitirib, fail bo'lish kerak emasda. Misol uchun 60 ta talaba bo'lsa, ko'rinyapti hali ham skrin, a?
Ko'rinyapti.
Kimdir meni ekranimni o'ynayapti, menimcha. Keyin har bitta universitet o'zini reytingiga e'tibor beradi. Saralayotgan talabalar birinchidan muvaffaqiyatli bitiradimi? Birinchi faktor. Ikkinchisi, u kuchli talabami qaysi ma'noda bitirgandan keyin, misol uchun siz balki obrazli aytaylik, siz prezident bo'lib ketarsiz. Bu prezident bo'lib ketishingiz ularni o'zini universitet prestijiga, universitet CV'siga obrazli aytganda tik bo'ladi. Bitta bizani talaba mana shunaqa prezident bo'lib ketdi. Bizani talaba Nobel mukofoti yutdi. Mana shunaqa potensiali bormi degan ma'noda. Endi jimaja plankani yuqori olib Nobelga chiqib ketdim, lekin obrazli aytyapman. Muvaffaqiyatli mana qo'ygan maqsadiga erishish bo'yicha strategiyalari qanaqa? Shunaqa narsalarga e'tibor qilishadi deb o'ylayman. Keyin most importantly deyapti, bu endi general tip beryapti sizga, sani topshirayotgan boshqa millionta talabadan farqi nima? Nima biza tavsiya qiladigan narsani veb-saytimizdan olasan. Lekin sen nima bizga bera olasan degan savol turibdi bu yerda. Endi statement of purpose ga o'ziga o'tamiz yoki motivation letterga. Structure ta'kidlab o'taman. Structure bu sizlarga prosta ma'lumot uchun berdim. Men olganda bunga strictly amal qilishinglar shart emas. Xohlaganlar o'zini strukturasini tuzishi mumkin. Men faqat mana shunaqa strukturaga amal qilib, nimaga? Ular so'rayapti tepada, yuqorida. Nima xohlayapsan, to'g'rimi? Bu programmaga kirish maqsading nima? Keyin bizani programmaga mosli jihatlarni ko'rsat. What they can offer. Programma senga nima bera oladi degan savol o'zim uchun qo'ydim. Keyin men nima taklif qila olaman ularning programmasiga? Yoki meni qanaqa shunaqa talantlarim bor, kачестволарim bor, boshqa topshirayotgan o'sha abituriyentlardan farq qilib turadigan degan savol shunaqa qilib struktura yasaganman. Demak, aytdim, stoli to'la CV motivation letter bo'ladi. Ular bir xil struktura yoki bir xil introductionlarni o'qib charchab ketishadi. O'shaning uchun ularning ishini ketayotgan monotonni ishini sizlar sal jo'shqinlashtirib berishingiz kerak. Agar jo'shqinlashtirib berishingiz kerak qaysidir ma'noda. Endi men osmon o'par gaplar bilan boshlamaganman. Endi qaranglar, meni yondashuvim qanaqa bo'lgan? Bu so'zni qizil bilan belgilab qo'ydim. Alas deyapman. Ming afsus deyapman. Ming afsus bilan boshladim. Nimadir men tanqid qilmoqchiman. Critical thinkingdan dalolat beradi. Meni yondashuvim o'sha boshidan ularni shunaqa tasavvurga ega bo'lishadi. Bu bola tanqidiy yondashyapti. Tanqidiy nimaga yondashyapti? International Relations Coven deyapman. Endi balki oranglarda siyosatshunoslar bordir, balki yo'qdir. Baribir introductory qilib nima demoqchi bo'lganimni aytib o'taman. International Relations Coven dominated by American School of Political Realism. Xalqaro munosabatlarda bias degan narsa bor. Ko'p nazariyalar o'sha American based. Aynan o'sha siyosiy realizm, Amerikan siyosiy realizmi dominировать qiladi. Ularning asosiy g'oyasi xalqaro munosabatlardagi kuchli faqat davlatlar, boshqa kuchlar yo'q deydi, tan olmaydi. Misol uchun transnatsional korporatsiya, aytaylik Apple kuchi yo'q deydi yoki mana non-state actors deyiladi. Bu misol uchun terrorizm ularni tan olmaydi, faqat davlatlar xalqaro munosabatlar va xalqaro tartibni shakllantiradi. Boshqa hech qanaqa kuchlar yo'q, tan olmaydi. Shuni aytmoqmanki, ming afsus, hozirgi xalqaro munosabatlar yo'nalishi siyosiy realizm o'sha yo'nalishda dominировать qiladi va ular non-state actorslarni tan olmaydi. Non-state actors mana terroristlar va ularning xalqaro tartibga impact, ta'siri deyapman. Endi qarang, bu yoqni qizil bilan belgiladim. Relevance to the program deyapman. Qarang, ularni mani programmamni hozir kengaytirishdi, ikkita yo'nalish qilishdi. Bittasi terrorizm bo'yicha, ikkinchisi conflict studies bo'yicha. Keyin curriculumini ham ko'rib chiqsanglar, endi bu qayerdan keldi bu narsa? Men uni yozishdan oldin o'sha veb saytini yaxshilab qo'pol qilib aytganda ko'rlaganman. If if shir tahlil qilganman, nimalar tavsiya qilyapti. Ularda terrorizm bo'yicha, terrorizmni o'rganish bo'yicha fanlari ko'p ekan va domlalari ham shunga mos ekan. Va shuni aytib o'taman, bitta bizning programmamiz 3 ta direktordan bittasi dars beradi, o'sha aynan political terrorizm bo'yicha. Mana ko'ryapsiz, mana o'qiyapti-da, ha, demak bu terrorizm o'rganmoqchi. Bizning programmamizga mos degan narsa shakllanadi. Introductory kiritdim. Birinchidan critical thinking borligimni isbotladim. Ikkinchidan mani o'rganayotgan masalalarim, mavzularim programmaga mosligini isbotladim. Ketdi keyingisi. Endi men maqtamoqman. Recently I presented my book on the international order. Ham maqtamoqman, ham maqtamayotgan narsam, mana kitobim aynan international order va shu masalalar bo'yicha mosligini isbotlamoqman. Endi qarang, boshida mana ko'cha tilida aytiladi-yu, men karillab qo'ydim, men o'zimni ko'toyligimni. To'g'rimi? Mana bu yerda o'zimcha kurtoy bo'lib, men mana shunaqa political realism tan olmayman, yondashuv yoqmaydi deb aytolmayman. Endi yoqmaydi degandan keyin o'zingda qanaqa yondashuv degan savol tug'iladi. Meni yondashuv mana mana shu kitobimda men Approaching the Task Through an Alternative English School deyapman. Xalqaro munosabatlarda o'sha alternativ deganim mainstream bor, alternative. Mainstream hammasi shu realizm, o'sha realist bo'lgisi keladi. Lekin alternative to English School. English School asosan o'sha nomi bilan kelib ko'ryapsizlar, English School Buyuk Britaniyada tashkil topgan bu maktab. Maktab degan nazariya maktabi. Va men Britaniya universitetiga topshiryapman. Bu tomonlamani ham qarab chiqsanglar bo'ladi. Inobatga olsanglar bo'ladi. Alternative English School deyapman. Men hammaga o'xshab realist bo'lmayapman. Alternativni maktab orqali English School mana English School orqali shuni ta'kidlayapmanki, Amerikaning demak nohaq boshqa davlatlarning ichki siyosatiga aralashuv tufayli o'zimni ideyam berib, fikrimni beryapmanki, nimaga mana bu terroristlar ishi kuchli aktorga aylanganini. Chunki mana Amerika davlati nohaqsiz tashqi siyosat orqali birovlarning davlatiga kirgani uchun mana shunaqa terroristlar paydo bo'ldi deb ilmiy gapiryapman. Endi qarang, mana bu yerda 1-2 qilib chizib qo'yaman bu snoska. Pastga tushamiz. Hadley Bull, men English School maktabida fundamental kitob, o'sha Admission Committee, xalqaro munosabatlar, xalqaro xavfsizlik va shunga oid fanlar bo'yicha mutaxassis bo'ladi va albatta bu kitoblarni ular biladi. Ko'rib turibsiz, men fundamental kitobga tayandim. Demak, men zo'r fundamental kitoblar o'qiganman degan tasavvur paydo bo'ladi. Ikkinchidan, bu yerda yana maqtayapman, o'zimga silka beryapman-da, kitobimga snoska berib, quote, mana sayt qo'yaman, sitировать qilyapman kitobimni. Snoskaga albatta qarashadi. Tak. Endi nima qilmoqchi bo'lganimga sekin olib kelyapman. Mana shunaqa muammo, xalqaro munosabatlarda muammo bor. Mana shunaqa terroristlar va non-state actorslar kuchli rolga ega bo'lishga qaramay deyapman. Hozirgi xalqaro munosabatlar bo'yicha olimlar yoki xohlamayapti, yoki qilolmayapti shu terrorizmni intellectually confront, o'sha ilmiy terrorizmga qarshi kurashishni eplolmayapti deb yana kritika qilyapman. o'shaning uchun mana bunaqa muammo bor ekan, sizlarni programmalarga topshirishdan maqsad I clearly see the necessity to fundamentally theorize religious terrorism with the context of IR. Demak, xalqaro munosabatlar doirasida mana shu political terrorismni, terroristlarni rolini ochib bermoqchiman va uni xalqaro tartibga negativ o'sha ta'sirini ko'rsatmoqchiman deyapman. Mana umumiy olganda men introductionim shu. Birinchidan catchy, birinchidan critical thinking ishlatganman. Uchinchidan men qilmoqchi bo'lgan mavzu ularni demak programmasiga juda ham mos. Ketdi endi main bodyga o'tyapmiz. What they can offer degan savolga javob beraman bu yerda. There are a number of reasons for which I am applying specifically to EMSIS. Aynan shu programmaga topshirishimda bir nechta faktor bor deyapti. Endi qarang, talablarga ko'ra siz aytishingiz kerak edi, kelajakda kim bo'lmoqchisiz? I envision myself as a PhD focusing on great power management and the impact of non-state actors on the international order and working in academia. Demak, men уже CV'imni ham ko'rdinglar. 10 tadan ziyod nashr maqolalarim, kitobim, intervyularim bor. Bu degani o'sha olim bo'yicha qilgan ishlarim. Endi kelajakda kim bo'lmoqchiman magistr bitirib? Kelajakda men olim bo'lmoqchiman, doktorantura qilmoqchiman degan shunaqa g'oyani ilgari suryapman. Keyin ular nima bera oladi menga? Qarang. A comprehensively built mana shu programmasi, IMSIS mani o'qiyotgan programmam terrorizmni xalqaro xavfsizlikda roliga juda ham katta e'tibor beradi bu programma deyapman. Endi qarang, shuning bo'yicha gapim quruq bo'lmasligi uchun isbotlayman. Birinchidan, tanlaydigan fanlarim mana strategic thought, political terrorism, terrorism and counter-terrorism. Bu mana shunaqa fanlar mani o'sha ilmiy qiziqishlarimga juda ham mos deyapman. Ikkinchidan, I'm thematically intrigued by the way religious terrorism contributes to erosion of the state-centric which would be my dissertation thesis. Yuqoridagi talablarda bu narsa yo'q, lekin veb-saytida shuni aytishgan. Qisqacha qanaqa mavzuda dissertatsiya qilmoqchisiz deb aytib ketinglar, statement of purpose deyilgan. O'sha birinchi prinsip, give them what they ask deganman. Mana nima so'ralgan bo'lsa shuni beryapman. Va berayotgan narsam ham ularning programmasiga mos. Mana shunaqa mavzu bo'yicha men dissertatsiya qilmoqchiman va meni temam mana shunaqa bo'ladi. Endi qarang. Ular nima bera oladi meni mavzuyimni muvaffaqiyatli bilan yozib tugatishimga? The research elements of the program deganman. Taught elements bor, darsliklar va research elementslar bor. Research elements, misol uchun research design methodology degan klass darslar bor. U darsda sizga tadqiqotni qanaqa olib borish, qanaqa metodlarga tayanish, shunaqa masalalar bo'yicha sizlarga leksiyalar bo'ladi. Va 6 yoki 8 haftalik placement deyilgan. Placement o'sha 4-semestrda sizlarda shunaqa imkon bo'ladi va ko'p Erasmus Mundus programmalari shunaqaki, yoki siz uyda o'tirib o'sha universitetda o'tirib dissertatsiya yozasiz yoki siz placement job olasiz. O'sha siz sohangizga yaqin internship qilsangiz bo'ladi. Endi qarang. Placementlarni ham ko'rib chiqqanimdan, men ularning programmasini vglub и вширь o'rganib chiqqanimdan dalolat beradi mana bu faktor. Center for Security Studies, Non-State Violence and Terrorism section deyapman. Qarang, men ular tavsiya taklif qilayotgan placement jobslarni ham ko'rib chiqdim va ularning ichidan o'zimni sohamga mosini tanlab, nafaqat mosini tanladim, balki o'sha tanlagan sentrning ichidagi section men aytaman. Mana bunaqa section borligidan ham ma'lumotim bor. Tushunchaga egaman deganini isbotlayapman. Vglub kirdim-da, titkilab chiqdim hamma nima taklif qilayotganini va o'zimga mos narsani oldim. shu programmani. Mana shunaqa sentri bor va bu mani kelajakda shu doktorskiy qilishimda yordam beradi deb aytyapman. Uchinchi faktor, endi o'qishga ketyapsizlar, albatta sizlar professorlar bilan muloqotda bo'lasizlar va professorlar bo'lmasa o'qish ham yo'q. O'shaning uchun professorlarni ham aytib o'tib ketdim. Bu yerda massage their ego deyapman. Ular to'g'risida zo'r gaplar gapirsangiz, albatta ularga yoqadi. Kimga yoqmaydi? Paxta qilyapti deb aytamiz, lekin paxta baribir ichimizda maza qilamiz. Paxta qo'yayotgan ekan, yoqyapti. Baribir yoqadi bu narsa. Endi qarang. The faculty with astonishing achievements in my area of interest deyapman. Sizlarni domla o'sha fakultetinglar, o'sha domlalar, sizlar dars berayotgan domlalarni yutuqlari juda ham dahshat deyapman. Bu nima to'g'risida gapiryapti? Demak, men ularni CV'sini yoki profilini kirib ko'rib, qanaqa o'sha astonishing achievements sizlarga ega bo'lganini bilibmanki, mana shunaqa qilib astonishing achievements'i bor ekan deb aytyapman. Bu ularni qaysidir ma'noda o'sha egosini qituvlislar. Misol uchun, men o'zimga kerakli domlalarni tanlab olganman. Mana shu domlalar, mana James Fitzgerald deganim, bu bizani o'sha hali yuqorida aytdim, political terrorism bo'yicha ham bizani konsorsiumda bitta direktorlardan biri, ham bizada shu terrorizm bo'yicha dars bergan. Ko'ryapsizki, mana bu ham admission committee'da o'tiribdi. Meni qo'limda dars olmoqchi ekan bu bola, deydi-da, sal egosi qituvlanadi. Endi meni bu subyektivniy fikrimdir, balki unaqa emasdir, lekin shularni inobatga olgan holda men yozganman. Rezultat ko'rib turibsizlar, men ikkinchi kursdaman, demak, qanaqadir ham effekt beribdiki, men hozir ham grant yutdim, ham shu programmada o'qiyapman. Finally, sizlar bu yerda hozir aytdimmi yo'qmi, lekin shunaqa talabi bor. Nimaga siz mana Erasmus Mundus joint degree hisoblanadi, bir nechta universitetda o'qiysizlar. Bir nechta universitetda o'qish sizga qanaqa foyda beradi deyapti. Men aytaman, studying security issues in several consortium universities will introduce diverse perspectives to nurture impartiality in approaching a task deyapman. Bu degani, mana agar har bitta universitetda xalqaro munosabatlar bo'ladimi, boshqa yo'nalish bo'ladimi, o'zini yondashuvi bo'ladi. Misol uchun bir xil, men hozir obraz aytaman, aytaylik Garvard universiteti xalqaro munosabatlarda faqat realizm va realizmga oid bo'lgan mavzu, taklif qilingan mavzularni o'zini universitetiga qabul qiladi deylik. Demak, men aytayapman, bir nechta universitetda o'qiganim bitta nazariya yoki bitta qarashga zavisimli qarab qolishdan yiroq bo'laman va bir nechta yondashuv bilan shunaqangi impartiality, unbiased impartiality, hozir sal qiynalyapman tarjima qilishga. Bu общем aytilganda ilmiy tadqiqot qilayotganimda bir nechta yondashuvni inobatga olib, men bir nechta yondashuvni inobatga olishga yordam beradi deyapman, bir nechta universitetda o'qish. Mazmuni shu. Endi my career perspectives, how the program will help in fostering career perspectives, shularni aytdim. Endi men ularga nima tavsiya qila olaman, taklif qila olaman? Qanaqa talantlarim bor? Boshqa talabalardan topshirayotgan o'sha talabalardan farqim qanaqa degan savolga men mana shu demak 3-oxirgi bodyda javob berishga harakat qilib ko'rdim. Demak, meni yuqorida aytib o'tgan yo'nalishlar, mavzularda va umuman olganda shu programmaga qiziqishim bir nechta faktorlarga tayanadi, deyapman. Misol uchun mana conflict studies va xalqaro munosabatlar, konfliktlar o'rganish bo'yicha fanlarni olganman va hozirda mana xalqaro xavfsizlik meni programmamga bos. Xalqaro munosabatlarda tizimli yondashuv va strategik razvedka fanlarini o'sha hozir diplomatiyada o'qiganman. Mana shu o'qigan fanlarim meni juda ham kerakli skills qobiliyatlarimni rivojlantirishga yordam berdi va bu mana shunaqa qobiliyatlarim kelajakda mana research qilishda yordam beradi demoqchiman. Misol uchun, mana bitta tezis berdinglarmi, har doim proof qilinglar. Misol uchun, mana bu narsalar menga yordam berdi dedim. Qanaqa yordam berdi, nimaga yordam berdi aytib o'tishinglar kerak. Quruq gap bo'lmaydi. I've learned to analyze sources thoroughly and synthesize information to form a well-reasoned arguments. Mana shunaqa informatsiyani zo'r qilib sintez qilish, tahlil qilishga yordam berdi mana shu kurslarda. Keyin doktor ismini aytmaganman bu yerda, doktor Abova deb qo'ydim. Mana shunaqa professor o'zini mana bu xalqaro munosabatlar fani doirasida mani o'sha strategik o'ylash qobiliyatimni va kelajagini ko'ra olish qobiliyatlarimni inobatga olib, shuni sezib, o'zini mana bunaqa sentriga ishga qabul qildi deyapman. Bu yerda ham maqtamonman, mana shunaqa qobiliyatlarim bor deb, ham CV'imda aytganimdek, o'shani internship qilganman, shunga refer qilyapman. Shu yerda, mana shu sentrda men quyidagi bla 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 masalalar bo'yicha men o'sha o'zim ishim tadqiqot olib borganman deb aytyapman. Endi mana shu tadqiqot nimaga yordam berdi? Quantitative and qualitative research methods, analysis, presentation skills. Mana shu 3 ta narsa kelajakda ham doktorskiy qilishga juda kerakli skillslar, ham magistraturada baribir dissertatsiya yozishinglar kerak, oxirida dissertatsiya qilishda yordam beradigan skillslar. Bu bolani mana shunaqa muvaffaqiyatli magistratura bitirishga qobiliyati bor ekan degan fikr shakllanadi ularni miyasida. Bundan tashqari, I've mastered analytical writing and preparing policy papers and briefs deyapman. Mana briefs and papers, policy briefs and papers and briefs bular intelligence sohasida har kuni qilinadigan ishlardan biri. Bu demak, dars mobaynida ham o'zim ko'rdim, intelligence brief yozishga o'rgatishadi. Shunga mos. Keyin undan tashqari men extracurricular activitiesda ham ishtirok etganman. Bu degani o'sha darsdan tashqari har xil konferensiyalar, mana misol uchun men har xil model on konferensiyalarda qatnashganman. Bu ham xalqaro munosabatlar va diplomatiyaga oid bo'lgancha qo'yganman. Mana shunaqa mavzularda xavfsizlik bo'yicha qiziqishim borligidan dalolat beradi va nashr qilgan maqolalarim, uning uchun meni CV'imda ko'rishinglar mumkin. Kuchli kandidat sifatida ko'rsatishga yordam beradi deb aytib ketyapman. Va oxirida albatta o'sha minnatdorchilik so'zlar bilan tugatishinglar kerak. Endi bu shunaqa traditsiyasi. O'sha vaqtinglarni ayamay meni hujjatlarimni ko'rib chiqqaninglar uchun rahmat deb aytasizlar. Demak, menda bo'ldi. Savolinglar bo'lsa, bemalol berishinglar mumkin.
Assalomu alaykum, menda savol bor agar mumkin bo'lsa. Avvalambor mana shunaqa uchrashuv tashkillashtirib berayotganlar uchun tashkilotchilarga va sizga rahmat aytib qo'ymoqchiman. Menda savol bunaqa edi. Misol uchun bilamiz, bizda misol uchun ko'p talabalarda, например, IELTS olganda writing 6.5 atrofida bo'ladi-da. O'rtacha biza essay yozganimizda misol uchun o'zimizdan level ancha yuqori bo'lgan odamga tekshirishimiz maqsadga muvofiq bo'ladimi yoki yo'qmi? Misol uchun aytmoqchi bo'lganim, IELTS misol uchun writingimiz 6.5 ko'rsatib turibdi-da, writingimiz qanaqadir 7.5 berib turibdi. Bu qanaqadir ta'sir bormi? Nima deb o'ylaysiz? Tekshirish kerakmi yo'qmi? Shuni haqida savol bermoqchi edim. Agar tushunarli bo'lgan bo'lsa savolim.
Qarang, siz hozir IELTS bo'yicha savol beryapsizmi yo statement of purpose ko'rsatish kerak demoqchimisiz?
Yo'q, misol uchun bizning writingimiz, например, aytaylik 6.5, lekin biz writing yozlikda qanaqadir ustozimizga, kimgadir tekshirtirdik, o'zimizdan kuchliroq bo'lgan odamga writingni. Bu bizga proof check qilib, tekshirib, wrong wordlarni to'g'rilab, misol uchun grammatikasini to'g'rilab berdi. Tasavvur qiling. Bu o'zi qanaqadir 7.5lik writingni berib deb tasavvur qilsak-da, misol uchun. Ancha yuqoriroq bo'lgan levelda. Qanaqadir nomutanosiblik bo'lib qolmaydimi yoki ozgina xatolar bo'lsa ham o'zimizniki bo'lgani ma'qulmi? Shunaqa savol bermoqchi edim.
Tushunarli. o'zi ko'pchilik statement of purpose yoki motivation letter yozganda kimgadir o'qib ko'r, mana bu yoqda balki misol uchun siz statement of purpose yozganingizda o'sha momoni ichiga kirib ketasiz-da, siz yozgan narsalaringizni aniq o'qiydigan odam zo'r tushunadi deb o'ylaysiz. Vaholanki har doim unaqa bo'lavermaydi. Shuning uchun misol uchun tanishingizga berib o'qib ko'r, fikringni bilay deb berishingiz bu, конечно, yaxshi faktor, agar shunaqa tanishingiz bo'lsa. Bular balki ikkinchi ishtirokchimiz ham birinchi prezentatsiya qilib keyin savolga o'tganimiz yaxshimi?
Ha, shunday aytmoqchidim. Otabek, sizga katta rahmat. Juda ham batafsil ma'lumotlarni yoritib berdingiz, ham namunalarni ko'rsatgan holda. O'ylaymanki, ishtirokchilar bu uchun mana chatda ham o'zlarining minnatdorchiligini bildirishmoqda. Savollarga keladigan bo'lsak, unda hozir Yodgor Abdullayeva navbatdagi bizani shu ayni paytda ikkinchi kursda ta'lim olayotgan shu stipendiya g'olibini taqdimotlarini eshitamiz va ana undan keyin savollarni bemalol berishingiz mumkin bo'ladi. Marhamat, Yodgora.
Yodgora so'rayotdi, ingliz tilida bersa ham bo'ladi. Yodgora, ingliz tilida bermoqchimisiz? Hammaga ma'qulmi?
Eshitilmayapti, Yodgora. Endi eshitildi.
Assalomu alaykum. Avvalambor rahmat, tashakkur etaman taklif qilganlaringiz uchun. Menda savol bor edi, agar hamma inglizchani tushunsa, prezentatsiyani ingliz tilida bersam maylimi? Agar hammaga tushunarli bo'lsa, agar yo'q desanglar harakat qilaman, chunki Xorazmdanman. Menda ancha aksent bo'lishi mumkin, uzr tilayman. Nutqimda qanaqadir muammolarni ko'rsangizlar yoki bilmadim, ruschani aralashtirib yuborsam, nima, aybga buyurmanglar demoqchi edim.
Yana bo'laveradi.
Xorazmliklar ham bor ekan.
English is fine, yozilyapti chatda.
Wow, that's so great. That's so great if everybody can understand it, and I think this is a common language that we can share. Can I continue? Is it okay for everyone?
Yes, please.
Thank you. I hope you're not gonna take. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you're not gonna take it as an, I don't know, arrogance or show off, because this is not my point. Just because I am trying to give it in English, as it is easier for me to express myself on this rather than in official Uzbek language that I have rarely used it in my speech. I hope I could understand my point. I could explain my point to you. Anyway, I should admit that Otabek has made me impressed already, because the way he approached it to organize CV and statement purpose, like to make it align with each other, everything is just systematically, structurally, like correctly, like put in order. Like in my case, I cannot say that I approach it in such a way. So,
but the fact that it worked because you won a scholarship,
yeah, sure. I think I do agree with you in terms of like the difference in programs, the difference in requirement, and I do see like differences between your and my program and many other Erasmus programs. So it's about the like requirement, what they want us to do. The first thing I can say you about, like, we need to present them what they are asking us. Let it be CV, let it be statement of purpose. So this is what I think the most important thing. In terms of CV, I can say that we didn't have any requirement. I mean, any like even word limit about how to shape the CV. So I had really confusion in terms of creating my own CV. And as Otabek mentioned, it is like, so you cannot like apply one structure to your own, because it may not match to yours. I just decided to create my CV according to Europass CV, but nobody told me, I mean, in the content of the program, there was not written, you should make your CV in such a way. And let me try to share with you my CV. Is it visible to everyone?
Yep.
Okay. So this is not my CV that I have applied to Erasmus because I've just updated it. I think I need to update again. So I cannot say clearly, this is why I put the information in such a way. I just use the format of Europass, like requirements. Like you've seen in the first point, you can see the personal information, details. And here it is different from what like Otabek presented. It starts with work experience, which means the most current one perhaps at that time. So I presented my work experience as it is, because when I was looking through presentation, like CVs, I had fear. What am I gonna write? I don't have so many achievements like I can see in other people's CVs. Like this fear, like still here, like because I saw like Otabek's presentation, I saw his CV. It is as perfect as I have seen in many others. I mean, he has so many achievements. He has so many things that he has done so far before the program. In my case, I didn't have so many things that I can boast of, that I can present like, this is what I have done, this is what I have achieved. What I tried, I was thinking about like, should I make my CV like impressive? Should I put some things that I haven't done at all? Should I put the workplaces that I haven't worked at? This like lingered in my mind when I was creating it. Then I just decided to be as it is.
Yadgora, may I interrupt you for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
First of all, she's a current student in adult education, if I'm not
Yeah, sure.
wrong. Yeah, look, she's studying adult education, but she put so many things related to education. That's the point that we should make. Am I right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's relevance.
Yeah, sure.
She's stressing the relevance of what she did before. That's very important.
To be honest, believe me, I didn't consider as you
Really?
consider. Yeah, as you considered, like when I was, because I first shaped my CV. This was something that I had to send them earlier than my second purpose. So I didn't think like how to connect them together. I was just, focusing about what to write. What can I write? Like, for example, like if the first experience of my work experience working primary education as a like teacher, is it gonna be like something impressive for them? But this is something that I did. I didn't have, much to present. I didn't have so many like great achievements. Like I've done this. I've published this like articles. I don't have such things. I just decided to be honest, to be clear, transparent, and to show them what I have as it is. This is how I approached it. And you can see there is nothing like special in my CV, in my work experience. I just put the dates according to my this work history data. And what else I can say here? Like the places that I have worked, they are so simple places, and I've presented the tasks, my responsibilities, what I was responsible for. This is the first part. And here in the second part, it's about education, history of my education. Like I cannot compare it with Otabek's again and with many other successful CVs, because I had just one bachelor's and I haven't had any abroad experience. So I just put it in so humble way and with lots of fear. So this is like, I had my bachelor's in Oregon State University. So I put it, and I put the subjects, I think, here, and then here like language skills. I don't know why I decided to put it to put the levels in such a way. I mean, I think I put more about language capabilities, more detail, because this is as education sphere, it is something that you should have. I think they put more emphasis on our English proficiency as an educator, it seems to me. Well, what else here? Communication skills, organizational skills, and digital skills, this was my weakest point, to be honest. I hardly put it because I really can still admit I have lack of digital skills still. What else here? I put like an attachment, diploma, IELTS works. Well, you can see here, like there is nothing special in my CV. This is what I have done so far before my program. This is how I shape it. I cannot say you like I don't know, secret tips of making striking CV, because I didn't want to present like some workplaces that like I haven't worked. Perhaps I would have done it. They might not check it, but it is, you know, it is very risky. Some people say they approach these organizations in some way. They check it online, they Google it online. If they are gonna find something which is not related, which is not true, you are gonna be crossed out before even going to your statement purpose. This is how in detail I think they check people. I'm not for sure about it. This is, but I think like this. So you can ask questions about CV at the end, if you let me continue. So I can say I didn't try to connect my CV with my personal statement. My personal statement is created with so much difficulty, I can say. Now, let me turn to my statement purpose. Like, first of all, before starting writing this, I read so many like written statement purposes. They were written in different spheres, like in chemistry, in medicine. I didn't pay attention to the sphere like those people work it. I just tried to read this like lots of like written works just to get the structure, how to write it, how to shape it. The more I read, I think I read more than like 50 or more like such kind of works done before me. But let me tell you, I still couldn't like copy, or I didn't want to just paraphrase the way they wrote it. Somebody told me when I was writing it, please try not to paraphrase somebody's work. Try not to imitate somebody's work. It is gonna work against you. This is what they told me. And I can't remember where this advice came to me, but they told me, please, even in your reference letters, when I was shipping my reference letters, like it was also like they kind of like advised me, please try to write it yourself. Don't copy somebody's. Don't like copy paste is not gonna work. Present everything as it is. So the first part, I'm not gonna enter deeply into the essay because it's gonna take too much time. If I explain you like the structure, the content, I just give you the overall, the meaning. The requirement was quite different from their program, Otabek's program. Like we had, for example, 1,000 word, 1,200 word essay requirement, which was for me so hard to write. In my life, I have never written something like this. For me, just writing like, let's say IELTS essay. Yeah, it was like 300, 250 word essay was so hard for me, let's say. This was a real challenge. And well, I can say I started with a purpose. The structure was clearly given, clear questions, exact questions. I tried to answer them as they are in the structure that they gave me. The first was, why are you applying for this program? I just gave it in such a simple way because I had a passion in learning English since my childhood. You can see it's not, you know, striking or some great introduction, but I do agree with idea that introduction should be striking something interesting that can make somebody continue reading. It depends, like because personal factors depend. Like when people check it, as a teacher, I can say when you start reading and if it's something not pleasant, it's gonna just affect. So in the second part, we had like give some background information about the history of your study. And then here I gave about like what I did at school, how I started
Excuse me.
learning. Yeah.
Excuse me, you know what? We can't see your essay, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody cannot see that.
You cannot see it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try one more time.
Personally, I see your CV on my screen.
Okay, let
Only
me,
CV.
I will close it. So thank you for letting me know. What about now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay now.
I apologize. Technical issues. So the first part is its purpose. The second part, I gave like a history of my, when I started like learning English, something like this. It's so simple. If you read it, you can realize yourself the way it was written. So the third part I gave here, my story, like history of study at the university. Then I presented here my work experience, and here I started like going into the main reason why I want to study further, why I chose this program, what do I need to learn, what kind of skills I really need to acquire to fill the gap that I have in my knowledge level. Then here I gave, I think, my strong points, like about like what I am doing right now. Here I presented myself, I was working as a tutor. Then I think I presented 3 reasons why I'm applying this program. So it means I clearly describe it, why I want from this program and what I have. I combined these 2 elements into these paragraphs. I'm doing these things, and I have this limitation, and this program is gonna fill it. And in my country, we have this problem, and I divided these reasons in 3 layers. Like from first of all, the country. In our country, we have this issue. So this program is gonna be response to this issue. Then I presented in my region, there is this issue, and this program is gonna help me to solve this issue. Such kind of things I like shaped this essay. Then here I added my personal reason why I really want to just study abroad. It is so simple. It is my childhood dream to study abroad and discover new countries. It sounds so, I don't know, childish for me. It sounded childish for me when I shaped it. I cannot compare it with any written works that I have read before. So this is my work. Then why especially this program I have chosen? Here I presented here, like why I just go deep into to learn the program, what this program, structure of this program. I need to do some reading for it. Then I just answered this question because it's about like teaching. It's about teaching adults. I presented here, I had issue with teaching adults. I couldn't manage it very well. And here, what else? What am I going to do after finishing this program? Let me tell you here something. So many candidates who were studying abroad told me, please do not write down that you are going to stay there after finishing the program. It is going to work against you. This hint, like I kept it in my mind, even though if you really want to stay in Europe, or if you really want to just continue your study or working there, you shouldn't present it in your essay. You should avoid saying it, because what they want to just train us. They want to give us skills, and they want us to return to our country and, you know, to give this knowledge to the others. This is the main purpose of any scholarships, this is why they want to pay for us. So please, I would just kindly ask you, keep it in your mind. Whenever you are shape it in such a way that you're going to study and return back, and you're going to give this knowledge, share this knowledge with others in your content in your country. I presented it in my essay as well, what I want to do with this program, what kind of problems I want to solve in our context after finishing this program. So I have collected the works of other people, like my friend from Uganda shared with me the essays that other people wrote. The people, I mean, scholarship winning essays she presented me. I was going through them and I found some. Now let me just share it with you. You can see the like similarity between these essays, mine and these people's. So this person, I'm not personally, I mean, close to these people, I don't know. Just I got the essay and I was just reading them. The first part starts with purpose of applying. The second part is about what this person is doing, the background information. And this, like, they mostly, try to shape their essay in such a way that there is a big issue in their context, in their country, and they really need funding. They really need a candidate that is well educated in order to address these issues. They presented big issue in their context, country context, and they kind of like showed this scholarship, studying this program is gonna help. Just this person is gonna study and come back, and this person is gonna train others. And by this element, they kind of like, I think, increase their level of getting scholarship. So this is, when I compare it with my own essay, it is written more artistically, I can say, and the language also different from what I've presented. It is more academic, the way of reading. What will you gain from this program? Why do you think you are the best candidate? Like, as I've told you, all of us here, one thing that is missing in my essay is research topic. Both of these authors presented their research topic here, like what research they are on right now, and what this research is connected to the purposes of the scholarship. So this is, I didn't have any research topic, and the research that I've done in my bachelor's was not something that I really wanted to continue. So I didn't put there this point. I didn't write it. So what I can say to you, I'm not going too deep into detail what is written in the, essays, but what I want to say to you is just, okay, let me just first tell you what was my gift, why I was, especially me, was granted with this. I had really so many difficulties when I started the course, and I made like face-to-face appointment with a tutor. And I told, like, I don't feel confident enough to continue this course. I want to quit. This is what I said after a few days that the course started, because it was quite different what we were learning, what we have learned so far. It was really challenging. And the tutor told me really amazing words that I still keep in my mind. She told me, we have chosen you among thousands of essays. We have chosen your essay. It is not about, don't think that this essay was chosen just because of your English, just because of the words you've presented it. We have staff who checks your essays. They are psychologists. They are people that can read not only the words that you've presented, there are people that gets insights of your personality. You should have personal strengths. You should have some like human skills that can show that you are strong enough to take this challenge. I was surprised, guys, because this is something that I never heard about. How? So they can read our essays and they can find about our personality, it means. So what is my achievement? What made my essay successful was honesty. I was super honest in my essay. I didn't try to impress anybody. This is what I can say, but it was criteria. In your writing, you should impress somebody to let them know that you are the one who deserves it. I didn't try for it. I really didn't expect as well to get the scholarship, because still I look at my essay, still looks to me like childish. I think we have different perception about the way we write, and hear about different perception about what they value as you're writing. When I started shaping here my own essays, assignments, I had this fears always. Everybody's essay seems academic and my essay seems so simple in language, in construction, in everything. But you know, I got the same grades, even better grades from those who wrote it in an academic way. So I think it's about being yourself. Show yourself. Don't try to copy somebody else's. Don't try to put the things that you have not achieved. And I think what else made me come here is about my work history. This is what I think it was the reason that they chose me. They chose me because I was teacher in my background, and this program is about like teaching, pedagogy. It's about education. And they just check it, the places that I've worked, and motivation letter, the statement of purpose, was written in a way that clearly shows I really needed to improve my skills, and I chose this university because this like program fills the gaps in my like the just skill needs. And I don't know. I think you need to read my statement purpose yourself to understand how I could present my strengths as powerful sides as a candidate who really can get this scholarship. I didn't have this confidence, to be honest, and I don't think I successfully presented it in my essay. So I don't know. I don't want to talk more. I want to go for questions because I want to answer the thing that you want to know. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Yadgora, I have a question, if possible to ask.
Avvalambor Yodgorga ularni bergan ma'lumotlar uchun katta minnatdorchiligimizni bildirib qolamiz. Mana o'zlarining tajribalari bilan bo'lishdilar. Bu juda ham qiziqarli hamma uchun. Katta rahmat yana bir bor. Marhamat, endi savollarga o'tsak bo'ladi. Hammangiz ketma-ketlikda navbatma-navbat berishingiz mumkin. Marhamat.
Yeah, Miss Yadgora, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the program I would like to apply for is the same as yours, so adult education. So, but when I searched the website, I found that the website says that the results are not available for now. So, did the same thing happen with you, like when you started your application?
Okay, I just tell you one thing, Azatbek. You need to be super patient to wait for your results. I think I waited more than a year till they announced my results.
No, I don't mean this. I mean, the website is not open to apply.
Oh yeah, it may happen just because like I think it's just finished it, application process perhaps, and there's like deadlines you need to check, and this is all what I can say. I'm not for sure about it because I really cannot remember. But I can remember that it was not easy. The process, application, everything, none of them was easy.
When did you start your application? I mean, the exact specific months.
I started it upon getting my certificate, IELTS certificate. I got it in August, I think. I started in September, October. It was open in September, October, yeah.
Oh, I see. But it's closed for now. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Assalomu alaykum Yodgor opa.
Yana bitta shu yerda qo'shimcha qilmoqchi edim. Ayni paytda Erasmus dasturiga tanlovlar endi e'lon qilinishi arafasida, demakki hali vaqtingiz bor. Bu tadbirni shuning uchun ham tanlov e'lon qilinmasini oldin tashkil qildik. Shuning uchun sizlar hozirdan o'sha Erasmus Mundus chatga katalogini linkini tashladik. O'sha katalogni ko'rib ko'rishingiz mumkin. Qaysidir bir dasturlar bo'yicha уже ko'p ochilgan bo'lishi mumkin. Lekin asosan shu yaqin kunlarda ochilishi kutilmoqda.
Xo'p, rahmat kattakon.
Assalomu alaykum.
Assalomu alaykum Yodgor opa. I have a question.
Okay.
I'm part-time master student, and my major is applied economics. But when I look through the programs, I didn't find any sphere that related to my area, like economics.
Okay.
Can I apply it to the different program for joint masters?
Yeah, for sure. In terms of like the sphere that you want to apply, you can, because in our program, there are engineers. We have engineer student, and we have so many people came from different areas which are quite far away from education. So there are people in our group whose IELTS level, let's say 5, overall score 5, whose English even speaking level is not proper enough. So I think it's about they chose these people just because the achievements they've done so far. I don't know the criteria, but this is what I want to say to you. But in terms of, I don't agree with you that you couldn't find the major which is similar to yours, because you need to Google further, you need to search more. There are so many programs, joint programs in Erasmus, and I think I applied 3 of them, and you can apply at the same time 2 of them. This is some good point.
Yes, thank you.
Assalomu alaykum. Savolim bor edi.
Assalomu alaykum.
Assalomu alaykum. Otabek aka savolim bor deyman.
Bemalol savolingizni bering. Otabek ham eshityaptilar.
Xo'p, birinchi sizga savol berilgan Sultonmurod Rajab degan do'stimizdan. Bu o'sha IELTS o'zidan 6lik yoki 6,5lik olgan bola. Anamga personal statementga yozyapti, lekin 7,5lik yozyapti. Bu yerda savol bermoqchi edim bunaqa edi. U yerda недоразумение bo'lmaydi. Mana bu bocha уже 7,5lik, 8lik yozyapti, lekin o'zi 6lik biladi degan savol bo'lyapti-da. Qanday yozishi mumkin? Siz ovozi eshitilmayapti. Mikrofon o'chiq aka.
Demak, qarang, IELTS yozayotganingizda, IELTS esa yozayotganingizda 6,5 oldida deyapsiz. IELTS qanaqa sharoitda yoziladi? Pressure ortida yoziladi, 40 minut ichida yoziladi, to'g'rimi?
Вот это.
Statement of purpose 6 oy ichida yozsangiz bo'ladi. Oxiri dekabr oxiri topshirsangiz ham bo'ladi, misol uchun. Buning uchun qancha vaqt bor? Keyin sizda restriction yo'q. Anaqa o'rtog'ingga ko'rsat, IELTS kuchlirog'iga ko'rsat degan. Bu sizning ishingiz.
Понятно.
Bu farqi yo'q, unaqa faktorlar yo'q.
Ikkinchi savolim shunaqa edi. Personal statementga nima deydi? Erasmus uchun nima bera olaman degan savolga javob ham yozishlaring kerak edi bizda. O'sha narsani sizda nima deb yozgansiz? Shuni ko'rsatmadingiz-da.
Ko'rsatdim-ku. Erasmusga nima tavsiya qila olasan degan savolni qanaqa rakursda qarashadi ular? Birinchidan, Erasmusni sen muvaffaqiyatli bilan bitirasanmi? Bir. Ikkinchisi, bitirganingdan keyin qilgan ishlaring yaxshi-da, shu bitirganingdan keyin qanaqa lavozimga ega bo'lasan, yo nima ish qilasan? Ularni oxirida QS rankingmi faktorlari bor. Birinchisi employability, misol uchun. Employability bitirgandan keyin qanchadan keyin ishga kirdi yoki bitirgandan keyin PhD qildimi, nima qildi? PhD ga kirish ham bu oson ish emas. Misol uchun, men PhD qilaman deganman va ko'rsatgan skillslari, mana shunaqa skillslarim bor va muvaffaqiyatli bilan bitiraman ko'rsatgan. Mana shu Erasmusga nima tavsiya qila olasan degan savolga javob ber.
Tushunarli. Rahmat aka.
I have another question to Ms. Yadgore.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And you applied for 2 different programs, yes?
I've applied more than 15 scholarships.
No, I mean in this program.
Erasmus.
Yeah.
In Erasmus, yeah, I have applied 2 programs. One was family program. I remember this program was way better than this because it allowed to bring your family members, and this was something more, but I couldn't get it. And answer came from this one, yeah.
And was there any link, I mean, relevance between these 2 programs?
No.
They also?
No, they are not. Well, this one about TESOL course. The first one I applied was TESOL. It was about like teaching English as a second language online, you know. And anyway, so I applied for something related to philology, related to my own sphere. I didn't try to like apply for something that I haven't done before. But as I have told you a bit earlier, in our program, I see so many people who came from other spheres and who are doing education. And I was surprised when Japanese girl came doing all her life like engineering. She was super engineer, but she was new to education. And this is how she made switch. And there are so many others as well like this you can find. So I don't think this is like requirements that you need to choose a major which is similar to yours. I don't see any strict rules here. Okay.
What I am interested in this, like if you apply for 2 different courses, I mean the programs, and last time Mr. Otabek has mentioned about this, like they can have a kind of inside checking where they will compare the like similarities of these 2 different programs, and they might question the interest of your like study program, whether you want to apply for this exact education program or a totally different program. And if there is no any link, so they might, let's say, they cannot choose you because you are not strict to your decision.
I don't know this requirement, believe me, I don't know the strict rule. As far as I know, just there is no limitations, there are no boundaries for you. You need to increase your chance as much as you can.
I see, but your 2 programs still were about the education, yes?
Yeah. 2 of them were about education.
Okay, thank you.
The last time I didn't tell that it was strict. I just told you that it was my I assumed that fact, and I read this information somewhere, I don't know where, and I told you that it should be a link, but not strict.
Yeah, I got it. But still there is a link, you see, like still in education. Yeah, this is suspicious.
Rahmat. Yana savollar bormi?
I have another question if possible.
Okay.
And so let's say I would like to apply for let's say culture program, like culture studies, but during my entire study and like work experiences, I did only the things that are in relation to language. So I studied at a language faculty, and my work experience is related to the teaching languages. But my CV also shows that there is no any very similar link between these 2 things. But in the program I studied, there were culture-related courses, and I showed them in my motivation letter, but my CV doesn't show any experience in my work or in my study, something that's related to this culture. Is it really like possible to win this scholarship despite this 2 different things?
Of course you can. First of all, you study language. It means that you study some culture. You can present it this way. It depends on you, how you present things. You don't have to be like perfect, but the bar that I set is really perfect because this is in my nature. For example, Yadgora's way is different. My way is like, for example, if you want to be a president, for example, you will read a lot, you will do so many stuff, but the probability that you'll be a hakim or prime minister is high. If you said, okay, I'll be a hakim, the probability that you will end up as a just officer, one single officer in hakim would be, relevant to your dreams. That's why I set the very high bar, and then the probability of achieving a bit less higher than that bar, it's high. So you can do. My point is that you study language, set a high bar, and present your statement of purpose and CV that way. That's relevant to culture studies.
Yeah, I was just wondering, seeing your CV, your like experiences are really like related and relevant to what you were applying for. And my CV was just consisted of 1 page, and I showed only my education and work experience and some extracurricular activities with my, let's say, internships and volunteering experiences. There was no any culture related thing, but I showed it in my like personal statement. Is it still okay, or I have to lie to catch their attention?
You can lie.
It's possible.
Yeah, do whatever possible means you have. For example, when I approached the CV or statement, I just included what I did, and there was no lie. But when I got admitted to the program,
can I ask a question?
I realized that, oh, you know, excuse me? Should I continue?
You can continue, I guess.
So when I got admitted to the program and started the course, I realized, oh, you know, they wouldn't check.
And may I ask a question?
None of them, for example, requested me a certificate, although I had one.
Really? They don't check your proof?
No, I had certificates to show, but none of them asked me to present the certificates that I included. For example, I put in my CV, oh, you know, I won a essay contest, Republican essay contest. No one asked me to show the certificate. They just trust you. That's it. Sarvarjon Pardabekov, пожалуйста, саволинgizni bering.
And may I ask a question?
Of course.
So, when looking from the list of programs, I saw several programs which does not require the IELTS certificate. So instead, they will also require kind of, if I study, all my previous studies are in English, so they will require kind of certificate so that I should prove that that things, so that I studied in English. So what kind of certificate I should require from my university?
Savol sal tushunarsiz bo'ldi, to'g'risini aytsam. Menimcha internet connection low bo'lsa kerak, Sarvar deydi. Bir marta o'zbekchada qaytarsangiz ham bo'ladi, bemalol. Mayli, bu bo'lsa Sarvarjon, mana bunaqa qilamiz. Sizni o'sha universitet veb-saytida nima talab qilingan bo'lsa, shuni berishingiz kerak. Agar universitetdan bergin degan bo'lsa, siz elementarni ingliz tili departamentiga borib, misol uchun shu bolani ingliz tili уровени, qobiliyati misol uchun 86 ga teng deysizda, ingliz tili yozasizda, o'sha universitet pechatini urdirib taqdim qilasiz, agar shunaqa so'rashayotgan bo'lsa.
Yo'q, ular IELTS o'rniga shu misol ingliz tilida darslar o'tilganligini tasdiqlovchi qandaydir hujjat.
Siz qayerda bitirgansiz?
Hali bitirmadim, endi o'qiyapman. 4-kursda.
Qayerda o'qiyapsiz?
Universitetida.
Inhadami? Uni Inhaga murojaat qilasizda. Отдел kadrovgami bilmayman. Yoki transkript beradigan qanaqadir ham body bordir universitetingizda. O'shalar sizga anaqa yozib beradi. Bu texnik, qarang, bu texnik masala-da. U biz hozir statement bilan CV bo'yicha savollar bo'lsa, bemalol beringlar. Texnik muammo biz bilmaymiz. Inhada o'qimaganmiz. Diplomatiya bo'yicha tushuntirib beraman.
Menda savol bor, agar mumkin bo'lsa yana bitta.
Ha, beraman.
O'zbek tilida beraman. Men bilishim bo'yicha hozir o'qishlar onlayn ketyapti, hamma Erasmus programmalarida. Shunaqami?
Yo'q, unaqa emas. Har bitta Erasmusga qaraganda Erasmus Mundus bir nechta programmadan iboratda.
Siz aytmoqchisiz, davlatlar miqyosida qarash kerak.
Har bittasiga individual, davlat emas. Mana bunaqa narsa, qarang. Meni koordiniruющий universitetim Glasgow meniki. Misol uchun Yodgorada ham Glasgow, yana bitta o'rtog'imda ham Glasgow. Lekin ularning qolgan universitetlari Ispaniyada, mana bularda Latviyada adashmasam, Estoniyada edi. Ularni nimasiga bog'liq? Onlayn olib bora oladimi? Finansирование tomonidan yaxshimi? Texnik оснащенныйmi? Misol uchun Charles University Chexiyada bo'lsa ham, bu yil mana shu pandemiyaga moslashdi. Ispaniyaga ketgan o'rtog'im aytdiki, universiteti onlayn dars berishga qodir emas, puli kamroq. O'shaning uchun ular kelish kerak, physical o'tish kerak degan talablari bo'lgan. U programmaga bog'liq.
Hozir men aytmoqchi bo'lganim shu yilgi yutganlar misol uchun ketishdimi o'sha o'qish kerak bo'lgan davlatlarga yoki shularni turib onlayn o'qishyaptimi ba'zilari?
Misol uchun birinchi universiteti Chexiyada bo'lgan o'qituvchim o'rtog'im bor, bu yil ketish kerak edi plan bo'yicha, lekin uni hozir noyabrgacha onlayn o'qishga ruxsat berishdi. Noyabrdan keyin imtihonlarni topshirish uchun borish kerak. Endi qarang, meni universitetim sentrda joylashganda, Pragani o'zida, Chexiyada. U yerda koronavirusga chalingan, o'sha kasallikka chalinganlarning soni 5000 tadan oshib ketdi. A regionda kamroq. Ularda shunaqa talab qo'yildi. Birinchidan, texnik universitet уровень sal pastroq bo'lgani uchun onlayn dars olib borishga anaqasi yo'q, texnik оснащение yo'q. Ikkinchidan, u yerda koronavirus soni kamroq bo'lgani uchun kelgin degan talab qo'ygan. No, fakt, что noyabrgacha onlayn o'qish mumkin.
Tushunadi, rahmat.
Ha, yana shu savolingizga qo'shimcha qilmoqchi edim. Ha, shu talabalar orasida 14 ta talabdan bir nechtasi hozir Yevropaga borib, o'sha yerda o'qishlarini davom ettirmoqda. Demak, boshlashdi demoqchi edim. Bir xillarida onlayn, hozir mana Otabek aytib o'tganlaridek, bir xillari shu universitetga borib ta'lim olishmoqda.
Bu yerda yurisprudensiya bo'yicha programma bormi deb so'rayaptilar. Yaqindigina mana bu yil yangi ochildi adashmasam, hozir Glasgow koordiniruющий universitet, Partner University bizani o'zimizning Jahon iqtisodiyot va diplomatiya universitetida ham kirgan. U Program International Master in Law and Security shunaqa degan programma bor. Shuni qarab ko'rsangiz bo'ladi anaqaga. Jasurbek Ergashev.
Assalomu alaykum.
Xo'p,
so'ramoqchi edim. Siz o'zi mana shu razvedka, security bo'yicha o'qirgansiz-ku, ha, shunaqa?
Aha.
O'sha siz endi diplomatiyani bitirganingiz uchun balki applicable bo'lgandirsiz. Mani soham jinoyat huquqida. Hozirda men 4-kursman, mastersga topshirmoqchi edim. Mana shu sohaga topshirsam qanchalik nima ehtimoli balandroq? Chunki diplomatiya emasda endi mahalliy ichki jinoiy anaqa-ku, отношениялар. Shuning uchun nima deb o'ylaysiz? Fikringizni bilmoqchi edim.
Juda ham mos, chunki bizning programmada policing bor-ku. Policing nima degan? Politsiyskilar bor-ku. Politsiya siyosati bo'yicha fanlar bor. Ikkinchidan bizning programmada aynan jinoyat bo'yicha o'rganmoqchi bo'lgan talabalar ko'p. Misol uchun politsiyada ishlaganda, bu yoqqa kelib o'zini tajribasini oshirish uchun kirgan shu programmaga. Keyin misol uchun ikkinchi yo'nalishimiz burada intelligence-ku. Intelligence faqat tashqi misol uchun dushmanlarga qaratilmagan-ku. Yoki intelligence faqat razvedka emas, balki ichki umuman intelligence-da tahlil qilish, har xil faktorlar inobatga olib tahlil qilishlarni o'rgatishadi. Siz как раз taки mos bo'lasiz, sizni bakalavringiz.
Ha, rahmat kattakon. Lekin menda IELTS'im u darajada baland emas. Qanchalik ahamiyati bor? Menda overall 6,5. Lekin ba'zi anaqa masalan readingim 7,5, writingim 5,5 shunaqada sal anaqa farqlari bor. Overall 6,5. Qanchalik ahamiyatga ega boya Yodgor opa qancha yaxshi bo'lsa, baland bo'lsa IELTS shuncha yaxshi dedilar-ku. Ham u kishida work experience bor ekan. Menda praktika bor endi, lekin u darajada emas-da, ofitsialniy biror joyda employee bo'lib ishlamaganman-da.
Bitta mana anaqa sekretniy joyi bor. Meni ikkita kursdoshim ishonsanglar agar IELTSsiz kirganda o'qishga kirib, birinchi kursda bitirgani oxirida IELTS topshirdi. shunaqa keyslar ham bo'lgan. Boshida topshirayotganingizda IELTS talab qilinmaydi, Glasgow по крайней мере talab qilmaydi. Lekin sizga offer berganda conditional offer beradi-da, o'sha offer conditioni talabi siz IELTS 6.5 va har bitta komponent 6 dan kam olishingiz kerak emas degan talab qo'yadi. Shunaqa. Keyin topshirib borsangiz ham bo'ladi agar muvaffaqiyatli grant yutsangiz.
Rahmat kattakon.
Otabek yana bir narsa so'ramoqchi edim. Men bu motivation letter yozayotganimizda universitetga refer qilmoqchi bo'lsak, bu coordinator universityga qilamizmi yoki hamma taklif qilayotgan universitetlarga refer qilish kerak?
Domlalarni sanab o'tdim. Statementimda o'shani aytyapsizmi?
Ha, o'sha.
Yo'q. Misol uchun bittasi, men 3 ta universitetga qilganman. Uchalasida ham meni qiziqishimga bor deb ko'rsatganman.
Demak, siz o'sha programmaning ichidagi 3 ta universitetga refer qilgansiz, to'g'rimi?
O'zi programmaning veb-saytida bor. Programmaning veb-saytida bor.
Xo'p, rahmat.
Demak, chatda yana bitta savol turibdi Dildoradan. Ko'p programmalarga topshirish uchun diplom kerak, lekin 4-kursdan keyin topshirmoqchi bo'lsangiz, hali o'quv yili tugamasdan topshirish kerak. Shu diplom masalasini qanaqa hal qilsa bo'ladi? Demak, savolingizga shunaqa javob berishimiz mumkin. Siz 4-kursda tahsil olayotgan ekansiz, lekin siz hozirdan shu Erasmus Mundusga topshirish imkoniyatingiz bor. Demak, siz o'sha oliy ta'lim muassasangizdagi zachotniy knishka deymiz, o'shani siz olib turib, tarjima qilib ingliz tiliga o'shani taqdim etishingiz mumkin bo'ladi. Va albatta shu keyin O'zbekiston oliy ta'lim tizimida demak diplomni olgandan so'ng sizlarga o'sha diplomni kopiyasini berishi mumkin yoki o'sha hujjatni taqdim etishi mumkin deb aytishingiz mumkin. Yana savolingiz bor?
O'sha diplom bo'yicha savolim bor edi. Byudjetda o'qiydiganlarga diplomni bermaydi, shu original kerakmi uni olib borish uchun?
Agar siz byudjetda o'qigan bo'lsangiz, o'sha aytganimizdek diplom ilovasi sizga beriladi. O'sha diplom ilovasini ingliz tiliga tarjima qilishingiz mumkin. Va bizni oliy ta'lim tizimimizni shartlariga ko'ra, byudjet talabalari 3 yildan so'ng diplom originalni olish mumkinligi haqidagi ma'lumotni taqdim qilsangiz bo'ladi.
Assalomu alaykum. Sizlardan so'ramoqchi bo'lgan savolim Erasmus Mundus tashkiloti MBA'da o'qimoqchi bo'lgan talabalarga ham grant dasturlari yutishga yordam beradimi? Shular haqida biroz aytib bersalaringiz.
Mana yana hozir takrorlab o'tamiz. Erasmus Mundus qo'shma magistrlik dasturlari bu stipendiya dasturi hisoblanadi. Demak, bu yerda transport xarajatlari, borish kelish, yashash joy bilan sizni ta'minlaydi va undan tashqari sizga oylik stipendiyalar to'lanadi. Bu haqida mana hozir studentlarimiz ham tasdiqlashi mumkin. Shundaymi, Otabek? Masalan aytaylik, siz birinchi semestrda Portugaliyada o'qisangiz, ikkinchi semestrda Ispaniyada o'qiydigan bo'lsangiz, demak bu yerdagi o'sha yo'l xarajatlari ham dastur tomonidan qoplanadi.
Katta rahmat.
Sog' bo'ling. Agar yana savollar bo'ladigan bo'lsa, marhamat. Demak, savollari bizda yo'q, shundaymi?
Bir dona savol bor edi.
Marhamat.
Savol.
Xo'p, Otabek aka, sizga aytdim, mana bu aytdingiz-ku, sizlarni koordinatorlaringiz shu Glasgowda ekan. Bu sizlarni nima deydi? Programmalaringiz uchun o'sha IELTS topshirmasdan, ya'ni o'sha 3 ta jo'rangiz, birinchi kursda o'qib turib, o'sha payt topshirgansiz, kirgandan keyin. Requirement IELTS olish kerak deyilgan. Sizlarda keyinroq olsa bo'ladi deb aytilganmi?
o'zi Glasgowni admissionsda ko'rsanglar, просто detalliroq o'qinglar-da. U yoqda IELTS bo'lishi kerak o'qish uchun, lekin admission committee sizlarning hujjatinglarni ko'rib chiqish uchun IELTS bo'lishi shart emas degan joyi bor. Misol uchun sizlar offer olsanglar, keyinchalik offeringlarning conditioni IELTS bo'ladi, IELTSni topshirishingiz kerak bo'ladi.
Tushunarli. Bizlar demak birinchi o'zimizda o'sha topshirgan programmaning koordinatorini aniqlab olib, o'shani veb-saytga kirish kerak, shundaymi?
O'zi programmani topsanglar, o'sha programmani veb-sayti ham koordinator universiteti veb-saytida bo'ladi.
Понятно. Там написано, yozilgan bo'ladi. Rahmat aka, sog' bo'ling.
Yana bitta savolim bor, so'rasam maylimi?
Bemalol.
Hozir davrda 3-kursda xalqaro institutda tahsil olmoqdaman. Eshitilyaptimi ovozim?
Endi eshityapti.
Endi eshitilyapti.
Xalqaro institutda 3-bosqichda biznes menejment yo'nalishida tahsil olmoqdaman-da. Erasmus Mundus dasturi orqali, masalan, exchange program orqali Yevropada o'qish imkoniyati bormi? Masalan, 4-kursda 1 yil yoki 1 yil bo'lsa, exchange program orqali.
Siz qaysi oliy ta'lim muassasasida o'qiysiz?
Yo'lchi texnika institutida. Toshkent shahridagi.
Ha, shu savolingizga men javob bersam, agarda siz hozir Yo'lchi universitetining 3-kurs talabasi bo'ladigan bo'lsangiz, siz Erasmus dasturining xalqaro kredit yo'nalishi bo'yicha exchange'ga borish imkoniyatingiz bor. Lekin buning uchun siz o'sha universitetga xalqaro bo'limga murojaat qilishingiz kerak va Erasmus plus xalqaro kredit mobiligi bo'yicha loyihalarda ishtirok etyaptimi, oliy ta'lim muassasasi yo'qmi, shuni aniqlashtirishingiz kerak. Lekin bu savolingizga men hozir javob berishim mumkin. Yo'lchi universiteti hali bu yo'nalishdagi loyihalarda ishtirok etmayapti. Balkim siz shu taklif bilan bu yil keyingi yangi tanlovda ishtirok etish bo'yicha taklif berishingiz mumkin. Lekin Erasmus Mundus qo'shma magistrlik dasturlari bo'yicha siz exchange'ga borish imkoniyatingiz yo'q.
Katta rahmat.
Ko'rdingmi? Yana bitta savol bor edi sizga, Gulopon.
Marhamat.
Misol uchun mana diplom olamiz biz. Gulopon savol bersam bo'ladi?
Ha, eshityapmiz bemalol.
Misol uchun mana men diplom olaman-ku, 4-kursni bitirib. Agar o'sha diplomimizga ingliz tilida yozilgan bo'lsa, men uni notarial tasdiqlashim kerakmi yo shart emasmi? Siz aytyapsiz, mana O'zbekistonda universitetlarda o'qiganlar birinchi navbatda ingliz.
Savolingizni tushundim. Internet aloqangiz unchalik yaxshi emas ekan. Mana siz aytaylik,
diplomini ingliz tiliga tarjima qilib. Allo.
Da, ha, savolingizni tushundim. Rahmat. Agarda siz o'sha ingliz tilida ta'lim olayotgan bo'lsangiz, demak siz o'sha qiziqish bildirgan dastur veb-saytiga kirasiz, o'sha yerdagi hamma talablar bilan tanishasiz va agarda bu savolingizga javob topa olmasangiz, frequently asked questions degan menyusi bor, o'sha yerga kirib ko'rishingiz mumkin.
U joyini men ko'rganman, o'qib chiqqanman. Faqat agar menga ingliz tilida diplomimga yozilgan bo'lsa, men notarialni uni tasdiqlashim shart emas. Chunki ko'p O'zbekistonda universitetlar
shu masalani savolingizni oxirigacha berib ola qoling.
Misol uchun mana men ingliz tilida diplomga yozilgan, lekin ko'pchilik O'zbekiston universitetlarida o'zbekchada yoziladi diplom va ular inglizchaga perevod qilib, plus notarial tasdiqlaydi. Lekin menda inglizchada yozilgan, shuning uchun men notarial tasdiqlashim kerakmi, shart emasmi?
Ha, savolingizni tushundim. Iltimos agar savolingizni berib bo'lgan bo'lsangiz, mikrofoningizni o'chirib tursangiz, chunki shumda, очень shumda. Savolingiz uchun yana bir marta rahmat. Agarda siz ta'limni ingliz tilida olib borayotgan bo'lsangiz, siz o'sha diplomingizni kopiyasini o'sha veb-saytda keltirilgan, dasturning veb-saytida keltirilgan email adresiga murojaat qilishingiz mumkin. Mana men shunaqa universitetda tahsil oldim va ta'lim olishim ingliz tilida amalga oshgan. Demak, bu hujjatimni notarial tasdiqlashim kerakmi yoki yo'qmi degan savolingizni berishingiz mumkin. Lekin undan avval siz o'sha dasturni, veb-saytini juda ham nima deydi, tshatelno ko'rib o'rganib chiqishni tavsiya qilamiz. Chunki siz bu dasturlardagi ma'lumotlarni hamma batafsil yaxshilab o'rganib chiqsa, hamma savollarga javob oladi. Shuning uchun agarda savolingizga javob olmasangiz, boya aytgandek frequently asked questionsga murojaat qilishni tavsiya qilamiz.
Rahmat.
Tak, ruxsora iltimos agar qarab qo'ysangiz, kimda shum bo'lyapti, ularni o'chirib qo'ysangiz ovozini. Marhamat, keyingi savolga o'tsak.
Yana bitta savolim bor edi. Work experience qanaqadir plyusi bo'ladimi konkursdan o'tganda?
Nima qilsa bo'ladi?
Ishlagan tajriba, ishlash bo'yicha tajriba, work experience bo'lsa, u plyus taraflari bo'ladimi konkursdan o'tganda?
Anaqami? Siz hozir kirdingizmi anaqaga? Webinarga? Statement anaqani ko'rmadingiz, undan oldingi prezentatsiyani.
Yo'q, hozir kirganim yaqinda.
Ha, yaqinda kirgan bo'lsangiz, albatta o'zigacha foydasi bo'ladi. Agar siz topshirayotgan programmangizga oid bo'lsa, relevant bo'lsa.
Xo'p, rahmat, tushunarli.
Otabek aka, yana bitta savolim bor edi, uzr.
Ha, bemalol.
Fakeovoy mana bu anaqa maqsa o'sha yerda ishlagan experience ko'rsatsa.
Hop.
U qanaqa bo'ladi? Agar tanish-tanishlar bilan mana bu masalan
mayli, men bunaqa narsalarni targ'ib qilmayman. U o'zingizga havola. Mani pointim, men CV'mi, statement of purpose yozganimda hammasi bor narsalarimni qo'yganman. Fake make qilmaganman. Uje fake'ga talpinyapsizmi, sizni yutish ehtimoliz kam, birinchi. Ikkinchidan, misol uchun IELTS bo'yicha ham savollar berishyapti. Erta keyin scholarship yutishga harakat qilgan odamlar sobrinli bo'ladi. Qaysi ma'noda? Men topshirayotganimda hamma narsam bor edi, topshirganman, yutganman. Всё. Keyin topshirish, unaqa qilish, siz уже неsobранный odam hisoblanasiz, ehtimoliz kam bo'ladi. Так что, когда вы подаете на грант, готовьте все документы, чтобы у вас были сертификаты. Вдруг на всякий случай, да? Misol uchun siz fake qilmoqchisiz, a вдруг sizga telefon qilib qoladi. Sizga уже balki ularning черный списоки bordir. Может быть, мы не знаем. Misol uchun siz fake berdingiz, bu bola fake berdi, черный списоки tiqib qo'yadi. Balki. Buni bilmayman. O'shaning uchun
просто so'rayotganim, okey. Men masalan, meni o'zimni направлением boshqa-da, boshqa направлениеga men bu anaqa grantga topshiryapman.
Aha.
O'shaning uchun so'rayapman. Masalan, shu relevant experience o'sha anaqada sferada yo'q menda. O'shaning uchun so'rayapman.
Unda yutish ehtimoliz kamayadi. Chunki самое главное доказать, что, misol uchun, siz ximiya o'rganyapsiz. Bitta misol keltiraman. Fizika deylik, fizika, ximiya fanlarini o'rganyapsiz. Endi siz xalqaro munosabatlarga o'tmoqchisiz. Qarang, qilgan ishlaringiz естественно ximiya bo'yicha bo'ladi. Lekin siz qarang, misol uchun xalqaro munosabatlarda ядерный bombani roli bor. U yerda texnik masalalar bo'yicha mutaxassis bo'lish kerak. Aytish mumkin, men именно fizika, ximiyani mana shu ядерный bomba tayyorlash bo'yicha mutaxassis bo'lyapman. Xalqaro munosabatlarda bu kerak soha deb isbotlab bersa, why not? Olishadi. Eng muhimi sizni statement of purpose da gapirayotgan gaplaringiz. O'sha qanday isbotlab bera oladi, sizni mutaxassis mana shunga o'sha linki borligi.
Просто boya Yodgor opa aytdilarki, men bu civil engineeringda butun umr ishlaganlarda, anaqaga education, anaqa language teacherga kelyaptilar. O'shani aytayotdilar-da. O'shanga anaqa qildim men.
Yodgori language teacher bo'yicha emas. Adult education bo'yicha. Lekin ularning experiencelari language education. Misol uchun civil engineering bo'yicha education dars bermoqchi adultlarga. Ulasa bo'ladi-ku. To'g'rimi Yodgori?
Xo'p, rahmat.
I do agree with your point. I think there should be something that this like engineer presented in her purpose letter, that what she wants to do learning education, how she wants to use education in her sphere, engineering sphere, or why she decided to become an educator, like switching her major. I think I haven't read here, I would say like statement of purpose, but there should be something that she managed to connect these two majors, quite different majors. Even though she didn't have any work experience in teaching, like sphere as a teacher. Well, I told you, our programs are different. My program cannot be the same as Otabek's, or his like program can be similar to other like current programs that are releasing now. They are different. In our program, for example, if it is possible, it doesn't mean that the program that you are applying, it might be possible. Like in our program, you can see so many people coming from different majors doing education. They clearly say during the classes that they don't want to be teacher, but they want to continue their sphere, but they are learning education. They are learning pedagogy with us. This is really hard to understand, but what I want to say, all of you guys, just stop thinking so much and try to apply as much as you can. If you think so much, you're gonna stop. You're gonna just say, so am I eligible or not? Just what do you lose by trying, by effort? What do you lose? Even though if you have very little chance of getting scholarship, you're gonna be happy for your effort. This is what I can recommend you. Thank you.
Katta rahmat. Hozir mana chatda yozishyapti. O'sha personal statement fayl qilib tashlab bera olasizmi? Afsuski bu kabi hujjatlar ommaga tarqatish imkoniyati yo'q. Bu demak har bir odamni, har bir talabani o'zini ishi hisoblanadi va tavsiya qilamizki, shu kabi hujjatlarni namuna qilib turib tayyorlashni tavsiya qilmagan bo'lar edik. Masalan, mana Otabek spesialni shuni boya ko'rsatib o'tdilar, qanday qilib o'zingizga maqsad qilib qo'yib olishingiz kerak, ya'ni o'sha strukturani ishlab chiqib turib, o'sha struktura bo'yicha tayyorlashni tavsiya qilgan bo'lar edik. Bu eng katta xato, qaysidir bitta o'sha talabani shunaqa statement of purpose, например, olib turib o'shanga moslab tayyorlash bu juda noto'g'ri bo'ladi deb hisoblaymiz va undan tashqari aytib o'tish kerak, Yevropada plagiat degan narsaga juda ham strogo qarashadi. Shuning uchun bu kabi ma'lumotlardan foydalanmaslikni tavsiya qilgan bo'lar edik. Demak, menimcha savollar tugayapti.
Assalomu alaykum. Bitta yaxshimisiz?
Yaxshi, rahmat. Savolingiz bormi?
Gulchehra opa yaxshimisiz? Assalomu alaykum.
Assalomu alaykum.
Biza Qashqadaryo institutida hamma kirganmiz guruhimiz bilan. Talabalarimiz ham kiryapti. Juda qiziqishyapti mana shu dasturga.
Alibek aka, juda xursandmiz siz bizga qo'shilganingiz uchun, lekin bizni sessiyamiz o'z yakuniga yetmoqda. Menda chatda hozir bitta Madina Abdullayeva kommentariy qoldirgan ekanlar. Jasurbekka exchange bo'yicha universitet bilan gaplashish kerak. O'ylashimcha bizning TDU Erasmusga a'zo emas. Demak, Jasurbek exchange programda qatnashmoqchi ekanlar. Madina to'g'ri yozganlar, xalqaro bo'limga murojaat qilib, ulardan ma'lumotlarni olishingiz mumkin. Yana bitta narsani takrorlab o'tmoqchi edim. Mana yaqin kunlarda e'lon qilindi. Ya'ni shu xalqaro kredit mobiligi loyihalari bo'yicha o'tgan yili topshirilgan tanlovdagi loyihalarni natijalari e'lon qilindi. Balki yuridik universiteti o'sha tanlovda loyihalar bilan qatnashgan bo'lib, moliyalashtirish uchun qabul qilingan bo'lishi mumkin. Shuning uchun bu ma'lumotni xalqaro bo'limdan aniqlashtirishni tavsiya qilamiz. Demak, agarda savollar bo'lmaydigan bo'lsa, hamma savollarga menimcha javob oldinglar. Chatda Erasmus Student Network in Uzbekistan degan guruhimizga ссылка berilgan edi. O'sha ссылка orqali Otabek va Yodgorani topishingiz mumkin. Undan tashqari boshqa o'sha stipendiya tomonidan stipendiyada ta'lim olayotgan boshqa talabalar ham sizga o'zlarining maslahatlarini berishlari mumkin bo'ladi. Albatta siz murojaat qiling va tavsiyalarni berib borishadi. Demak, mayli, marhamat.
Mana aytib o'tdilarsizki, men scholarship yutib olish uchun ko'proq masalan talabada men hozir o'zim masalan kurslarni o'qib, ko'plab sertifikatlar oldim o'zim soham bo'yicha. Keyin mana virtual internship katta korxonalarda onlayn internshiplarga qatnashib sertifikatlarni olmoqdaman. Keyin xalqaro konferensiyalarda qatnashib sertifikatlar olib bormoqdaman. Mana shular hammasi qandaydir menga scholarshipni yutib olishimga qanchalik yordam beradi? Shu haqida biroz aytib bersangiz, iltimos.
Siz tadbirimizni boshidan ishtirok etyapsizmi?
Yo'q, bo'yagina kirdimda, shuning uchun agar olmadim-da.
Ha, bu savolga Otabek Yodgor javob berishgan edi. Bizni shu video yozuvimiz Erasmus YouTube kanalida joylashtiriladi. Siz shu video zapisni ko'rib, savolingizga javob olishingiz mumkin bo'ladi.
Aha, katta rahmat, katta rahmat.
Demak, alohida tashakkurni Otabek Akromov va Yodgor Abdullayevaga bildirib qolamiz. O'zlarini vaqtlarini va tajribalari bilan biz bilan Erasmus kuzatuvchilari bilan bo'lishga vaqt topib, vaqt ajratganliklari uchun o'z minnatdorchiligimizni bildirib qolamiz va ularga kelajakdagi ishlariga, o'qishlariga katta muvaffaqiyatlar tilab qolamiz. Va boshqa shu tadbirda ishtirok etgan barcha ishtirokchilarga o'zlarimizni minnatdorchiligimizni bildiramiz va o'zingizlarga kerak bo'lgan, zarur bo'lgan savollarga, ma'lumotlarga ega bo'ldingiz deb o'ylaymiz va hammangizga shu keyin mana oktyabrni yaqin kunlarda e'lon qilinadigan tanlovni kuzatib borib va o'zingizlarning hujjatingizni topshirishga imkoniyatingiz bo'ladi. Va so'zimni so'ngida yana bitta narsani takrorlab aytmoqchi edim. Albatta hujjatingizni tayyorlayotganingizda uni sifatiga e'tibor berishingiz lozim. Va mana ko'rib turganingizdek stipendiyantlarimiz turli xil viloyatlardan yutib olishgan. Demak, shuning uchun qaysi viloyatda yashashingizdan qat'iy nazar shu stipendiyaga topshirish imkoniyatingiz bor. Yana aytib o'tishim kerak, qizlarimiz juda ham kam topshirishadi, lekin qiziquvchilar juda ham ko'p. Har yili shu qizlarimiz tomonidan ko'p konsultatsiyaga ofisimizga tashrif buyurishardi, lekin muvaffaqiyatga erishmasdi. Shuning uchun hujjatingizni tayyorlayotganingizda uni sifatiga e'tibor berishingizni so'raymiz. Hammangizga minnatdorchiligimizni bildirib qolamiz va mana Erasmus haftaligi ham, Erasmus Days kunlari ham o'z nihoyasiga yetmoqda. Barchangizga katta rahmat.
Rahmat, hammaga omad.
Rahmat,
Gulyo opa,
rahmat barchaga. Ishlarlarga omad.
Rahmat.
Rahmat katta.
Rahmat hammalaringizga.
Ajoyib bo'ldi.